Hi, everyone, and welcome to Mind Window. How's your day going? Today, we're diving into a powerful journey, an exploration of those deep, unspoken feelings that stir within each of us. This is part one of a special series where we ask, why do we feel this way? Approaching life's questions from multiple angles, always seeking to understand the first principles behind our emotions and experiences. To truly embrace a vibrant spirit, stay with us through this episode because there are so many surprising insights waiting for you as we peel back the layers of our inner world. Suddenly, I catch a faint scent, perhaps of crisp apples carried on the cool, hazy breeze winding through the neighborhood. It feels like autumn has arrived, doesn't it? The summer rains have subsided, and the sun, no longer harsh and insistent, now feels delicate and gentle. Anyone visiting our city at this time of year would be completely captivated by the heartbreaking beauty of the fall sky. The streets of our bustling city transform, becoming softer, more peaceful. Every now and then, a light drizzle floats in, carried by that unique, crisp autumn wind, and the fragile, golden sunlight filters through the green leaves, painting a gentle, antique charm across this familiar place. Autumn in the city. Oh, the city in autumn. The scent of those distinct fall blooms drifts on every breeze. The aroma of freshly baked apple treats wafts from every corner, drawing you in. Street-side spiced apple cider fills the air, sweetening every step. Autumn isn't just a season. It has its own unique colors, its own distinct scents, and its own comforting tastes. For me, I especially adore the fragrance of those autumn blossoms, the warm smell of spiced treats, and the joy of strolling down paths covered in golden leaves. But not everyone is enchanted by those particular autumn blooms. They're an acquired taste, not gently subtle or purely fresh. Sometimes, on a blustery autumn night in the city, you might even wake abruptly as their powerful fragrance somehow makes its way right into your room. Many people actually find those clusters of white blossoms quite annoying. They say there are just too many of them, and their scent is so intensely rich that it leaves people feeling weary and with a headache. But me, I just love them. To me, those autumn blooms are the flowers of stories, of cherished memories, of old habits, and of life's first sweet moments. Their rich, lingering fragrance swirls and shimmers deep within my soul. You know, it's true. Once you've poured your heart into something, you cherish it forever. And autumn certainly has a taste, the taste of freshly harvested grains and comforting spices. It's truly a special treat here. Every time the gentle golden breeze returns, I'm reminded of those autumnal delights. Across the whole country, you might only find them prepared in this particular traditional way, right here in our region. When they're carefully wrapped, perhaps in a simple paper, the subtle aroma of fresh grains mingling with a soft, earthy scent wafts up, filling my heart with such a peaceful, light, and relaxed feeling. Within that taste, there's the rich fragrance of new harvest, of wild meadow flowers, and of roadside grasses. In the deep green color, there's the crisp freshness of tender young leaves, and in its sweetness, the gentle, understated purity of nature's bounty. I really love eating dishes wrapped like that. It always brings my grandma to mind. Older folks often have a habit of rolling up small, precious items, tucking them into worn old pouches, and keeping them neatly put away or close by. They do this with everything they consider truly valuable. My grandma is old, and her memory isn't what it used to be. She doesn't remember my name anymore, and she doesn't keep money, but she still carries that same old weathered pouch with her. Inside those carefully rolled treasures are wrinkled photos from when Grandma was young, pictures with Grandpa, her beloved husband who has passed, a few faded postage stamps, and a tarnished military service medal. We often metaphorically wrap our most cherished memories in the simple, everyday things we hold dear. Even when her mind isn't clear, in some unconscious way, those faded old pouches still hold the most precious things in her life. Those moments of transition always bring forth feelings that are difficult to name. A gentle shift in seasons where autumn's golden glow ripens on the leaves, on the fragrance of those unique fall blossoms, and on the sweet taste of freshly picked produce. As summer slowly draws to a close, we gather the last hints of its warmth and light, letting them linger on a breezy afternoon by the lake. When the earth and sky embrace autumn, it's truly a magical transition. The weather changes, and our hearts, too, begin to feel that familiar tightening as the cold winds whisper promises of winter's arrival. While some find autumn light and romantic, others feel a distinct touch of wistfulness, a profound sadness that settles in as the seasons change. Many find their emotions dip, and they begin to wonder, I feel sad, but I can't quite say why. Why is that, you ask? According to doctors, these symptoms can be a mild sign of seasonal depression, also known as seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. SAD often begins mildly in the early stages of autumn and tends to worsen into late autumn and early winter. This is also the time when our days become noticeably shorter. The bright summer sunshine and vibrant vacation adventures gradually come to an end. As autumn arrives, the cooler weather prompts our bodies to release more melatonin, which can suppress our mood, leading to stress, fatigue, a general weariness in our limbs, drowsiness, and a feeling of overall lethargy. Sunlight plays a crucial role in both our physical and mental well-being. During summer, we tend to spend more time outdoors, engaging in physical activities. But as autumn gives way to winter, sunlight becomes scarcer, and we find ourselves spending more and more time indoors. This feeling, this quiet ache, it can creep into anyone, but it seems to settle most often between the ages of 18 and 30, or for those of us cooped up in windowless office buildings. So please, try to step outside a little more, or at the very least, open your apartment window. Find a cozy little coffee shop that catches the gentle autumn light. Fall is just too beautiful, isn't it? What a gorgeous day it is today. It feels like such a waste if I can't share this beauty with you. On autumn mornings, I wake up a little earlier just to savor the crisp fall air for a moment longer. Leaves dance and tumble. The sky paints the ground golden for anyone walking softly by. And in this city, memories seem to fall with the leaves, drifting from those ancient trees, their bark gnarled and cracked like the skin of someone who has lived a lifetime. These trees have stood witness to so much change, from simpler times to the hustle of the digital age, from quiet streets to bustling avenues. They've seen countless autumns, watched clouds and hair dance in the wind, felt the scent of baking pies on small hands, the faint perfume of late-blooming flowers carried on the dry afternoon breeze. This season, this city truly knows how to make you fall in love, to ache with longing. I absolutely adore those majestic, ancient trees. Every time I hear news that some old-growth giants need to be felled, my heart just drops. They say these trees have been dead for a long time, that keeping them is a hazard. But as the sharp saw blade slices through the trunk, with each deep cut, I swear I can almost hear a muffled cry. I often imagine that every living thing has a soul within it. Each tree holds these beautiful, concentric rings, some wide, some narrow, different shades, showing its journey of growth. The lighter, coarser wood is from the spring. The finer, darker grain is from the fall. One complete ring, with its light and dark parts, represents a full year of life. That's how we can tell a tree's age. For those still standing, those we don't want to cut down, we can find out their age by taking a core sample, drilling radially right to the heart of the trunk and reading its story there. Trees, too, grow differently depending on their conditions. In any garden, some trees flourish in ideal spots, while others must twist and strain, pushing through obstacles to reach for the light. Every single one has to live. Some burst into fragrant blossoms, while others simply offer their green leaves, no flowers at all. But every one of them must live. We humans are no different. We have to find a way to live, one way or another. As a wise person once said, living is a duty thrust into your hands. Holding it brings suffering, but not holding it brings unease. And everything in this world holds life. Children arrive with their own unique paths and duties. We live, and we've lived for all these years, lucky enough to know our age, to know how many seasons we've spent on this earth, without having our bodies cut open or drilled into, just to figure out the timeline of our existence. But tell me, have we truly lived yet? Those ancient trees lived full human lifespans, witnessing thousands of changes across generations. But what have we humans truly seen? We, the young ones, find ourselves swirling in a current of materialism, standing bewildered on a chaotic highway, unsure whether to choose a stable life or chase the dreams of our youth. Why do young people cling so fiercely to this crowded, noisy metropolis? Is it because this city offers us jobs, precious opportunities to pave the way for success? Is it because this city is both dazzling with its glittering lights and deeply traditional, brimming with layers of moss-covered memories? Or is it because this city holds someone I miss dearly and want to be by their side through all these vibrant years of youth? Or perhaps it's simply because we love all 4 seasons here, especially autumn with its scent of spiced cider and golden sunshine. There are so many reasons to love this city, but whatever the reason, I truly hope you stay because you love it, not just because you're desperately trying to hold on. In that fleeting moment between seasons, we suddenly feel this intense longing to share, to be loved, to seek out happiness. If summer is the season of goodbyes, then this autumn might just be a time for many hellos again. Each of us holds a season, a time to love, a time to remember, all our own. I recall that autumn day, how there was once a love story, how there was an innocent gaze caught in the golden light. Autumn then was filled with fading gold and so many unfinished stories, woven through laughter and the warmth of intertwined fingers. Amidst the sweet perfume of this city's fall, sometimes we hear ourselves in every dream, feel a quiet unease walking alone down the street. Autumn pulls us into a season of vague nostalgia for things long past. We see our lives with so many unfulfilled moments, a slow fading creeping into our hesitant, drawn-out steps, leading us nowhere at all. When we speak of autumn, how can we not recall those deep, resonant voices that seem to whisper, "Oh, autumn, that somber season has veiled my life with a beast." As autumn returns, as fragrant asters bloom along familiar paths, it settles upon the vast rivers, paints the forests in hues of gold, and drapes the fading afternoon in a misty rain. It's all so clear in the fleeting elegance of butterflies. That's love, isn't it? But how often when we love are we truly loved in return? More often we find ourselves sliding through the mire of sorrow and despair, standing by, witnessing everything, yet utterly unable to speak our hearts. And so the memories of a first love remain, shattered fragments lodged deep within his soul. Years may pass like walking through fields of wildflowers, and we grow with time. Yet only the memories and the lingering sadness remain. One person walks through the chrysanthemums, leaving their entire childhood behind. 2 people walk through the chrysanthemums, leaving behind a whole love story. This evening as I depart, my childhood stays, my first love stays, and the color of those cherished blossoms hesitates, then stays as well. Don't be sad, sweet blooms. From now on, whenever dusk descends, this solitary heart within my chest will remember someone. How much does one remember a person? It's a feeling so profound, all the words in the world become utterly useless. His feelings for that person were discreet, tender, and quiet, like a shy, newly unfurled blossom. He never confessed, never dared to dream of distant futures, and wished for nothing more than those tranquil evenings spent by their side as the sunset faded and twilight shadow brushed their shoulder. Unrequited love is a painful experience, yet how dazzling and happy it can also be. Personally, to love and not be loved in return is indeed sad, but never to experience the feeling of love at all? That is far, far sadder. If summer is a season of goodbyes, then this autumn holds the promise of many reunions. We may have lost each other for an entire summer, but I sincerely hope we will meet again this fall. Perhaps we won't encounter those same people, but we will rediscover ourselves. Every person who enters your life plays a significant role. Maybe their role wasn't to walk with you to the end of the road, but simply to help you grasp a certain truth. Every encounter holds meaning, so I want to invite you to meet me on a beautiful day, perhaps in a quaint, autumn-kissed town. Autumn has arrived and everyone says it's simply breathtaking. I'll gather the sunlight and sweet autumn treats, wrap up my affection in a fresh bouquet, and offer you a warm cup of coffee. But truly, it doesn't have to be in any specific town. No matter where we are, even if it's rainy and cold, I still want to meet you. I want you to know you are wonderful. I want you to understand that even if today brings storms, tomorrow the sun will surely shine bright and your heart will find joy. It doesn't need to be a specific place. It doesn't need to be a sunny day. As long as your heart finds peace, that day will be truly beautiful. My dear, do you hear autumn's rain, the falling leaves? My love, do you hear the gentle forest creatures hum a tune of longing? And do you hear as autumn arrives, bringing affection, bringing love? Do you hear autumn's soul whisper, "Let's love, my darling"? My dear, do you feel autumn's soft rain and light breeze? My love, do you know autumn arrives, chasing away the lonely winds? And do you know as autumn comes, how many hearts take on a fresh, new hue? Do you know when autumn arrives, my spirit is utterly enchanted. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the quiet corners of the heart. If this reflection resonated with you, please give this video a like, subscribe to Mind Window for more journeys of the soul, and share it with anyone who might find comfort in these words. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Until next time, may your heart find peace.